We mysteriously hooked up. Her boyfriend shows up midway through it, beats my ass. I got 3 black eyes. Somehow I grew a 3rd eye in all of this. The dog's terrified. I don't know why the dog was there. Most adorable podcast we've ever recorded. Nobody is here to see us. They are just here for the dogs.
We just recorded an hour of
just us sitting here petting dogs. Look, Luca's eyeing you up. He said, "You cheating on me, homeboy." Don't think I don't see that. Cora, what the hell? You're my dog. This is bullshit. You're supposed to be my girl. Baby girl. Yeah, that's what that's what I thought. Dude's like drooling all over my leg. It's kind of gross. I'm gonna need to change my jeans before I take it off. Oh, dude. It's gross. My pants are all wet and shit now.
Jesse peed himself.
Yeah, and my kneecap. Yeah. Where do you think my penis is, bro? It's not in my kneecap.
Just like a point of it sticking out like
I ain't packing that much, bro. Calm down. I'm Jesse.
This is Gabe.
This is Luca, and that's Cora, and we are apparently all now the B4L podcast.
These are our two guests.
Yeah. We didn't ask for this. It just kind of happened, and I don't know how long they'll stay here. I guess it's time to wing another episode now, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
She punched you. She said, "Keep petting me. Do not stop, boss man." Big man, I like what you do with your hands.
Imagine, bro. Big man, I like to see what you could do with those hands.
That's not what I said.
No.
Not like that.
I know. But that's how I took it.
You asshole every time. So, Luca, you got something for the listeners to hear? Okay, so this has been B4L Podcast. Why'd she swallow that intensely? Oh, do we have to clap now?
No.
It's all baked in. That's what he told me last time. So we still can't clap for our cameraman, and Jesse's still sad.
Yeah, he's just gonna cut it.
That's what I'm gonna clap together here.
Gay.
How did I know?
But anyways, as you can see, the dogs are gone now.
Yeah.
From the intro.
If you're watching the YouTube version, we're sorry.
Yeah. I mean, no, they weren't. It's not like, I don't think any of the dogs didn't make any sounds. I mean, after we stopped recording, fucking Cora was heavy breathing on me.
That's what she does.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I need a nap. It's early in the morning, and we've never recorded.
It's early in the morning. It's 12.
That's early in the morning for me, mate.
I mean, well, we didn't follow, or at least I didn't, until almost 6.
It's probably roughly around 4 or 5 for me.
Yeah, no, I heard your ass get up. I'm like, what the fuck is Jesse doing?
I probably never got up. You probably just hear my bed creaking.
No, you got up, because you peeked in my room.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I promise you I did not get out of bed last night. Once I hit that pillow, I was out.
No, there's no way.
Dude, I swear I
No,
did not
I heard you walk down the stairs.
I didn't even go pee last night, dude. I didn't get up.
No, because your bed creaked, and I heard you get out of bed.
I think you might have been dreaming, bro.
No, I wasn't
dreaming. My
dreaming.
bed creaks whenever I turn. My bed creaks when I do anything. I cannot have sex in that bed.
No, but I heard you get out of bed. Like, I heard you get up and start walking
He's
away.
looking at me like you'd have sex anyway.
Yeah, but no, I literally heard you up and get up and even peek in my room. I saw you peek in my room.
Dude, I kid you not. I did not get out of bed. So if that was me, I was sleepwalking and it wasn't me. Because I have no recollection of any of this, and I know I didn't get up to pee.
But I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And that's when this happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because Aunt Tracy and Uncle Keith would have been up downstairs by then. So there's no way that, because I would remember going down there and seeing them.
Yeah, it was like, when I saw you get up, it was like 5:53.
This never happened.
It did happen.
To you, maybe.
What do you mean to me? You got up.
I didn't know.
Bro, you definitely did.
Anyway, this isn't a paranormal special, but now Gabe's shook.
Nah, you might have just been... because you even blew your nose. Yeah, you blew your nose.
There's no way.
Yeah, you did. I think you're just maybe too tired and you don't remember, because that happens to me sometimes. Or like when I'm half asleep and I get up and do something.
I don't know, man, but I don't remember peeking in your room.
I do, because I remember looking at you.
Did you say something? Did
No.
I say something? You just really...
No, because I was laying down and I was just like, I really need to get some sleep. And I figured you were just seeing if I was awake. So I didn't say nothing. I just laid there. I'm just like, I need to go sleep. Anyway.
First topic we got on the board for today. We
already did.
Intro.
No.
The dogs.
No, we're keeping that.
That was our normal intro.
Yeah.
It just had dogs in it. You slammed your phone down so violently. He's like...
You know, people always tell me that while I'm on the game. They're like, Gabe, why the fuck do you throw your
bounced back
phone?
right into my rib.
Yeah, no, they're like, you throw your phone on your desk whenever you play. I'm like, I don't mean to.
That stupid air freshener.
I don't care. It smells good now.
It does. I put an actual scent in it. So now, not only will it scare you, it'll smell good too.
Yeah, Antonio.
First topic we got on the board. A sensitive one for both of us. You want to say it?
Bad haircuts. Such a sad day.
All I gotta say is that the same barber messed me and Gabe up pretty bad, and I love my normal barber.
Yeah.
I asked for like a half an inch off, and instead I'm left with an inch of hair maybe on top.
I also asked for a half an inch off. And if you see my hair before I got it, yeah, that's not a half an inch.
Not at all.
I mean, a lot.
There's really only so much you could do after a bad haircut too.
Yeah.
I remember being in school with bad haircuts. It's like you just have to tell people already so you can just make fun of yourself so it doesn't hurt as bad when they start making fun of your whack haircut. Because they won't let you wear hats.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, you have to like slip somebody money so that they go over the intercom to announce that you have a bad haircut. Because otherwise, it's just bad. I don't like to talk about it. It's a touchy subject. I miss my hair. I'm still crying over it every time I watch a previous episode and see my hair.
Yeah, like I said, I'm waiting until, our barber gets back until I get a haircut.
Yeah, my hair probably won't even be growing back by the time she gets back.
I mean, I think mine might. Because, it's grown back quite a bit, but...
I'm just covering mine up with a hat.
Yeah, why do you think I'm wearing a hood?
I mean, you can still see your whack, uneven bangs that she gave you.
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Listen, she just did you dirty. She did me dirty, too.
It hurts,
bro. If I
bro.
wear my hair in bangs, it looks like I cut my hair and I was 5. Like, it was just, like, all scissor happy and everything. I don't know, man. It's rough.
It's a sad day.
Both sniffle at the same time.
Yeah.
That probably sounds awful in the mic. All right. So now introducing a new segment, because that's about all I had to say about Bad Haircuts. Just wanted to address the fact that we are both sad right now. And will be for the next few weeks until our hair is grown back.
Yeah.
Dumbest tweets Jesse could find this week. So, because they're dumb and really stupid, I won't be reading off the names of the people who tweeted this. But this tweet just says, "You ever have a sharp burp? You know, it's like a spiky fart, but in your mouth."
When you told me that first last
I
night,
don't even
bro,
know what that means.
I was, bro. That,
What is a sharp burp? I have so many questions. Because no, the answer to your question is no, I have not. A spiky fart, but in your mouth. Also, what goes through people's heads where they are like, yeah, I want to tweet this.
I don't know.
We're going to put this out there. It had like 18,000 freaking retweets.
Understandably.
No, because apparently people relate to it. I don't understand. Apparently people be having spiky burps.
Maybe they even retweet it. Maybe for the reason they relate. It's because it's stupid.
Yeah.
No offense to the guy or girl who posted it.
Yeah, it was a girl.
Was it actually? Oh, bruh.
That's what made it 10 times better. I don't even know, man.
I don't know.
Just the spiky fart. Oh God. So every week I'm gonna try to find even dumber tweets than that, which is gonna be hard.
There's definitely going to be ones out there.
Yeah, it's hard to look for dumb tweets.
I mean, even people I follow on Twitter, like, sometimes I'll just scroll through Twitter because I don't have anything else to do. And the people I follow, like, people that are verified, say the dumbest shit sometimes, too.
Yeah. Okay, so in recent weeks, post-surgery and in between recording all those episodes, I have gone to 2 concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say a lot happened there. So I'm going to recap 2 concerts for you, because I haven't told you half of the stuff that happened there.
Mm-mm.
And at some point, we're probably going to need to come up with more for the discussion board, because we're blowing through this a little too fast. But anyway.
Well, either way, I mean, I was also, we haven't hung out for 2 weeks because I got sick.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Which is why we couldn't record for 2 weeks. We're just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, true. But, I mean...
And you would think we would have a banger episode to come back with, but instead we had 0 ideas. So I just threw a bunch of shit together as we normally do. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you're a first-time listener, welcome to the shit show, and I hope you like it.
Just started screaming.
So concert recap. So I saw All Time Low in concert, right? And anyone who knows All Time Low knows that Jack Barracat, the bass player for All Time Low. So he is very notorious to have a collection of bras be thrown at him on stage. Now here's the thing. Midway through the concert, me and this girl that I'm in the pit with are discussing what we think he does with all these bras, because at some point he had 27 bras hanging from his mic stand. 27. Dude picks them up and just hangs them up there. So our running theory at the moment is that back in Baltimore, because that's where they're from, he's got a safe somewhere, and he's got a collection of them. Just every bra he's ever gotten at a concert is just thrown in a vault. We also think he's definitely a sniffer. He has to be. You don't collect that many bras and not be a sniffer, if you know what I mean. I mean, I don't collect bras, but...
I was about to say, I was thinking...
something to tell us, Jesse?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like...
This is an intervention.
Yeah.
But no, that's the running theory at the moment, because one bra he picked up and goes... And slapped it on the mic stand, and I was like, what? Imagine being the girl who watched that happen, and then it was like, I should have just left that on. I never will understand it. Imagine being famous, I guess. And people just throwing bras at you. Sounds like the life. People usually throw things at me, but it's nothing fun.
Motherfucker, you throw everything at me.
Hey, we don't talk about that. Anyway, so, speaking of all-time low, Ryan Dawson, their drummer, he's really fucking hot. I'm just saying. And so I told our friend about this.
Mm-hmm.
I sent him a picture of Ryan from the concert. And he goes, who dat? And he goes, is that the one that you sent me before that I said was ugly? Because I sent him a different singer from another band that he said was ugly. And I was like, no, that's Ryan from All Time Low. And he goes, for fuck's sake, All Time Low. I'm gonna pull up the full message he sent me. He goes, for fuck's sake, All Time Low. This motherfucker over here gushing over an emo dilf. So I had to defend All Time Low and say that they're not exactly emo. But he also said that I'm the embodiment of, I'm not gay, I like pussy. Sees 30-something-year-old emo. Oh shit, who the fuck are you? Can you rail the shit out of me, please? That's his full text message that he sent me.
Oh, man.
He just called me out on everything I stand for.
That shit's funny as fuck, though. Because you also sent me him.
Yeah, and you were like, you said, oh, he kind of, I said, look at this sexy bastard, and you said, not as sexy as you. That was your actual message.
Yeah, I know.
I have the receipts.
But I feel like every single time you send me a guy, I also respond that way, though.
This is true. Except for Andy Black, because when we're watching Paradise City, I've managed to convince you that he is sexy.
Yeah, true.
Because you can't deny it, and I can't trust anyone who doesn't think Andy Black's attractive. Sorry. Also, I just want to say, because midway through this concert, I got in an argument with somebody in the middle of the pit over literally the dumbest thing ever. We're just standing there waiting for the band to come on. It wasn't All Time Low that was coming on. It was somebody else. But, like, it was in between sets. And he goes, I don't think sand is real. And I was like, what do you mean you don't think sand is real? And he's like, I've never been to the beach. You can't convince me it's real. I was like, what about the sand in Walmart? He said, it's a government conspiracy. That's all made up. And I said, what about windows and glass? You know, that comes from sand, right? And he said, that's not glass. Those are windows. I'm like, that's not, what do you think windows are made out of, man? At this point, he was getting so angry with me over this and just going on about how it's some big government conspiracy theory that sand isn't real. Beaches are a myth. And I'm like, I've been to the beach before. Like, I can pull up pictures right now. Sand is legit. I brought sand home from the beach.
It's fake.
What do you say to that? I literally had no choice but to just leave the pit. I just left. I said, fuck this. I'm going to go buy some merch. I can't do that. Like, what? Dude's screaming at me, sand isn't real. People will argue. If people want to argue with you, they will find the dumbest things to argue with you over. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even need to make any sense. And it won't. And it didn't.
I mean, I believe people are entitled to their own opinion.
Unless your opinion's stupid as fuck.
Okay, no, not that. I believe people are...
No, even Antonio's shaking his head. He's like, I mean...
Well, yeah.
Okay, so if you don't believe sand's real, if that's your opinion, you're stupid. But anyway...
I mean, I just believe people are entitled to their own opinion. But, like, some of the opinions some people have, no offense, but are just stupid, bro. like the one you just said.
Exactly.
Stupid. But...
I'm not even going to go into the politics that he brought up. The reasoning that sand's a government conspiracy. Because, Jesus. I told us the one thing we wanted to talk about on this podcast is politics. Unless there's, like, fun political drama that we could talk about. But then
I'm gonna be
I won't
honest.
talk
I
about
don't even keep up on politics.
it. Me neither, but I would really only talk about, like, if something funny as hell happened or something.
Yeah.
Or some weird beef going on. That's the only time I would talk about it. But, I would say, speaking of beef, but we're not done with the concert recap yet. But we do have some beef to dig into this episode. So if you like your internet beefs, we got some. Okay, so then I went to another concert just last week. And I was trying to go through and buy merch at just about every tent that I went to. Get to this one, and they have female crop top cutoffs with holes in the chest to show cleavage, and they got, like, rips down the side. And I dropped the line, I've bought something at every tent that we've been to so far. And some lady that's running that tent walks up and goes, well, you gotta buy something from this one, too. And just starts salespersoning the shit out of me. And I was like, I mean, I kind of like that to the crop top. I was like, I think I could pull that off, right? She was like, oh, yeah, for sure. She was like, do you want to try it on? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to try it on. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think I saw in your story a picture
so
of
she
you
gets
in
it
it.
down, and I'll post it on our Instagram. If you're not following our Instagram, go over to b4l.podcast on Instagram if you want to see this picture. And I put it on, and I said, before I put this on, you have to promise me that if, like, you won't require me to buy it if I try it on, because I had a feeling that's where she was going to go with it. She was like, oh, no. And I was like, okay. So I threw it on, and I'm like, fuck your stigmas. Bought it, wore that shit around the concert, because it was hot as hell, and it was actually kind of comfortable to wear, I'm not going to lie. Aside from, like, my weird, gross scars on my stomach that we're seeing, but I eventually ended up changing back into, shoutouts Born Dead Clothing, I changed back into their shit. Those guys are the goat. They just got their stuff into Zoomies. Yeah, I did kind of cheated on our cameraman while I was there. I'm sorry.
He, like, shrugs his shoulders. He's like, I don't care.
He's like, I never liked you anyway. He's like, good, find a different fucking
I make fun of
cameraman.
you for a reason.
Huh?
Show me how. You had someone else take your picture?
I did. I had a little shoot
You
while I was
bitch.
there. And
Antonio's just like, I see where you stand. Don't expect me to take no more pictures of you.
I don't think he wants to take any pictures of me.
Yeah, he's just like, you
Yeah,
might
dude.
break my lens.
Yeah, we're gonna do naked photography. That's what we're gonna
What?
do. He's like, I didn't sign up for this. So anyway, after I bought that shirt, Mayday Parade, one of my favorite bands ever, came on for their set. Midway through their set, I don't remember what song was playing. I think it was Jersey by them. This big ass dude behind me goes, I'm screaming this to my ex. Like, me too, pal, me too. But just tune it down a few notches, man. There's still like 4 other bands after Mayday Parade that I need my energy for. You just need to tune it down just a little bit. He was so hyped. He was having a good old time. Mayday Parade killed it live. They always do. They always have good. Derek always has good things to say. If you aren't familiar with the band, Derek's their lead singer. His name's Derek Sanders. He's got long, glorious hair. His tattoos are pretty sick too. But yeah, he always mid-set always gives speeches, and they're always the most inspiring shit ever. That's just how he is.
Didn't you record one?
I did record one.
Yeah, I think I saw on your story.
Yeah, I might put that up on our IG too. Yeah, it was. I like the message behind it and everything. They're just a good band in general. And trying to think, there might be really standout moments from concerts, to be honest with you. And we're gonna roll right into a segment. We ain't stopping for nothing this episode, because we really have no idea what we're doing, and we are very low energy. If you can't tell. Ways you should not break up with somebody. Boom. Here we are. We're back in the game. Any ideas?
I mean, do you want me to give out an idea?
Ways you shouldn't break up with somebody?
Yeah.
Do we want to do serious, non-serious, or do we want to do the build-up where it's a bunch of serious ones? To probably about like 6 or 7, because there's only like
Yeah, I would
5
just say
ways you
that.
can break up with somebody seriously, and then the rest of it are just gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, let's just go build
Alright.
up.
So here we are. Over FaceTime. Mid FaceTime. Especially if your clarification to get on FaceTime call is, hey, do you want to FaceTime?
That'd
Then,
be bad.
then they're just going to assume that it's a regular FaceTime, and then they answer the FaceTime, and it's like, hey, surprise. Bye. Hey, surprise. There's somebody else. It's your best friend.
Hey.
Hey, yo, Gabe. Actually, go off, Gabe. What you got for me, man? Anything good?
Anything good?
Knocks over my stand. He says, nice.
Good job.
10 out of 10.
I mean, it's just,
It's
it's
about to
just.
start a Kanye verse.
No, I'm like trying to think because there's just a lot. Like, it's just online shit. I guess you could say. Well, not I guess it is. It's just I don't know, drama. I've never realized how much drama, like, that is put on the game. Like, I never really got into drama when I was playing, like, video games. Like, a lot of the time.
You know what I was just realizing we should probably address? The
Huh.
fact that I took Antonio's like jar payment to the concert and blew it all. So if you notice that the like jar is empty, that's why.
Yeah.
And our cameraman is broke. So tally up how many times we said like in the last 3 episodes just so we can pay him. Anyway, as you were saying.
Yeah, but I don't know. I realized, like, yeah. No.
Oh, yeah, there's one. All right. You made $1, Antonio. Woo. Ric Flair.
It's just stupid how much online drama there is.
Yep, that's why I avoid drama entirely at this point in my life.
I mean, I try to, but
when
like,
it starts, I usually just back away. I just can't do it anymore. I don't have the energy for it.
oh,
I try
yeah.
to shut that shit down as soon as possible. And, being as we're on the topic of drama, there
Yeah.
is a story I haven't told you yet.
Yeah, I really.
I know you want to hear that one, but
Yeah, I
speaking
do.
of more drama, we got to cover the MGK Slipknot beef that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you've looked too much into it.
Mm-mm.
There's a whole story behind it, and everybody's like, hey, I can't wait for MGK's country album. He's going to switch genres again because he's going to get dissed by... No, Corey Taylor's not like that, for one. I don't expect a diss track by Slipknot. It'd be a waste of their time. Slipknot's way better than MGK. It'd be a waste of their time. They're way more influential. They've been around a lot longer. They
Yeah.
both make good music, but Slipknot just has way more of an influence. Corey Taylor's been around for years.
Mm-hmm. Because
Been
even
relevant.
at one point, I was in the Slipknot.
Slipknot's the shit, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to my older brother for getting me in a Slipknot, though.
Yeah, right. So I saw this meme, and we'll put this up on the IG too. So it just says MGK leaves rap after trying to diss one of the most influential artists in the genre. MGK in another genre. I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah, I see that.
But in reality, there's a whole story behind it. And actually, it started with Corey Taylor on a podcast in March. When discussing musicians, he feels derivative of older acts. And so he said, and I quote, I hate the artists who failed in one genre and decided to go to rock, and I think he knows who he is, but that's another story. Sounds pretty obvious to me that he's talking about MGK. So just recently, and I can't remember what concert it was at or whatever, but MGK said, "I'm glad I'm not a 50. Hey, do you want to know what I'm really happy about? That I'm not doing? Being 50 years old, wearing a fucking weird mask on a fucking stage talking shit." This is official quote.
Yeah, I saw that
at
one.
Riot Fest in Chicago, which was the same weekend that I went to my last concert. So last weekend that's what he said. Now here's even more. So Corey Taylor put out a tweet after this and said, "I don't like people airing private shit like a child. So this is all I'll say. I didn't do the track because I don't like when people try to write for me, and I said no to them. So without further ado, #receipts. This is all I'm gonna say about it." So the backstory is, apparently on the original Can't Look Back, which came out on the deluxe version of Tickets to My Downfall, Corey Taylor was supposed to have a verse on there. He was supposed to be featured on that song. And the reason he didn't was because they tried to write his part, and he doesn't like when people do that. So he's got the message from Travis Barker himself to Corey Taylor, which says, "Yo, Corey, we love it. Peep these notes from Kells. It's super fucking close." And then here's the notes. So it says, "Yo, Trav, got super inspired again after listening to Corey's vocals on Can't Look Back and added some guitar riffs over his part. So it kicks you in the face right when his vocals come in. Can you tell him he fucking killed it? And I'm stoked and honored that he is even on it. What the fuck?" Number 2, I've been watching the news lately about the war and the state of everything, and it made me think look at the song a different way. Like soldiers need a song to stay alive to, a song to fight to, and keep them going. I added a bridge that makes the last chorus pretty powerful, and I think you and him will dig it. Number 3, I sent Corey an idea for the second half of his verse. He can obviously say fuck it, but it would be sick to see if it inspired anything or if he could try it like that. Number 4, I laid a demo screamish type track under his first part of the verse. That would be dope as fuck to hear in his psychosocial voice. A song by them.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5, fuck yeah, Telling Me rocks. So, originally this song sounds like it was going to be kind of kick-ass, I'm not going to lie. And I'm kind of bummed we didn't get it. But you can see where MGK is kind of trying, and I get it. It's his album, it's his song, it's his music.
Yeah.
So I would understand why he's like, "Hey, could you do this?" But also, as Corey said, it kind of felt like he was writing for him. So Corey responded back to Travis over email and said, "Hey man, sorry I missed your call last night, by the way. I'm on dad hours. So I listened to the ideas, and to be honest, I don't think I'm the right guy for the track. Nothing personal. I just think if this is what MGK is looking for, someone else is the guy to do it. It's all good, and I'm stoked for him. I hope you guys find the right fit for it. Hope you understand, and I wish you the best with it. If I can help in any way, let me know. All the best. CT." And this cracked me up. It says, "Sent with the Devil's Whisper," which I can only assume is what he named his iPhone, which is pretty fucking awesome. But after all that, MGK, so that's what actually happened, and apparently somewhere in between, MGK decided to say that the verse that he put out there fucking sucked. So that's why Corey put out those receipts, because he literally said, "Fuck yeah, Telling Me rocks, and I love you, what you did on it, and do it in the psychosocial voice, all that." So he's basically just lying at this point to make himself feel better about not getting him on the song. But now he's instead pissing off every Slipknot fan out there. And now whenever I go to Machine Gun Kelly's concert, I'm wearing a Slipknot t-shirt because I want to.
Do you know how many people are going to get pissed off at you? Oh, well.
Oh, well. What are they going to do?
I want to get my ass beat.
Alright, so I took off the hat, and I do want to clarify that... Fucking dogs. That it's not a bad haircut, per se. It's just not what I asked for. When we say... Jesus!
Damn.
Cora!
Oh. I think you're good.
When we say bad haircuts, we just mean not what we asked for. Not necessarily it was a real bad haircut. Just want to clarify that. Also, I just want to say that I told these guys while we were off camera that they're going to be disappointed in me. And my cameraman's response was, nothing out of the norm. Apparently, these guys are always disappointed in me. That makes me feel real good. Cora.
Oh, I thought I was about to move my phone.
Hello. What do you got to say to the viewers? That's what she's got to say.
Well, anyways,
So,
you want to get into your story?
so what's it like to eat your own poop?
Don't want to talk about it?
Okay. That's a touchy subject for her. She's still a little sensitive.
Anyways,
Dogs, am I right?
you need to get into this story.
No, we're still on MGK.
Bro.
So, MGK also put out a video or a tweet saying that it's very odd that when an artist talks shit and I respond, I'm the bad guy. I really think that all of this, like, hate to MGK every time that he responds to hate, it all just stems from the stuff that went down with them and him. And honestly, I think it's really a shame because, especially with Corey Taylor and MGK, because the only real way, which is why I like what Travis Barker's doing, the only real way that we get rock back to the mainstream is by having the old artists who still have this influence collaborate with the new artists who are in the limelight and in the spotlight in Hollywood right now. That is really the only way you get it back into mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get along. Old and new needs to get along. It's the only way. Otherwise there will always be a divide between these, between the music. And it's just, I think it's so dumb. Everyone just needs to put aside the fucking beef. Get along so we can get fucking rock back in the mainstream. It hasn't been in the mainstream since probably 90s, I would say, honestly.
Yeah.
When Blink was really poppin' and Nirvana was huge. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Chris Cornell, mainly, because he went off and made like 7 other bands after that. What a dude. Love that man. Rest in peace. Oh, yeah. Totally forgot to mention, which was the highlight of my night. I saw The Used at that concert that I went to. I already love The Used. They closed their set by playing Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Never knew I needed to hear it, but now that I have, I feel like my life's a little bit more complete. Now that I've heard The Used cover a Nirvana song, I feel complete. And you bet your ass I was turning up in that pit. Watching my scars, trying to guard the stomach from elbows.
Ooh.
One bad elbow from the wall of death, and I'm done for. Bert goes, all right, now I'm going to split the pit down the middle. Metal bands call this the wall of death, but being as everyone says we're an emo band, we're going to call it the wall of love, so I want you to throw yourselves at each other with love, but also lots and lots of angry love. And the entire idea behind the wall of death, you split it down the middle and everyone runs at each other. So I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
This is how I die. I'm not ready for that. But yeah, so that's really my standpoint on the whole MGK Slipknot beef. I think it's stupid. I get where both sides are coming from, to be honest with you. And we're going to roll into Demon House opening weekend, because it's been 2 weeks since we've recorded, so opening weekend was 2 weekends ago.
Mm-hmm.
Opened strong, we did pretty well. That's good. And it was quite the ride, it always is. But and getting the house in order and running the 2 days before opening weekend and the day of opening night, like it's always a mess. It's just running everywhere, trying to get everything in order. But anyway, so here's the story you're dying to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So, we've referenced an Umbrella Academy meme before, but way back in episode 1 with the car meme, where they're both looking at each other in the cars. Now, if you want to see another one, I'll be putting it up on our IG. In fact, you'll probably see it on the IG if you follow us before the episode even drops. I'm going to put it out today.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex came through the haunt opening weekend. First of all, I was told that she would be volunteering the whole weekend. So I already knew she was going to be there. But then Friday came, wasn't there. So, whatever. Apparently I need to eat food after this. My stomach just growled real loud.
Continue.
Anyway, so I'm wearing this big-ass welder's mask that I can't see shit out of. And, I hear somebody in the elevator say the elevator operator's name. I'm not going to say his name, but they said his name. So I was like, okay, this group probably knows him. They probably, like, went to school with him or something.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to school around here. And,
Sorry.
if the mic didn't pick that up, Gabe set his phone on vibrate on the wooden coffee table, and it just started vibrating.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times. Oh.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're bad, all right?
I know it.
That's not what I meant. Hey, yo.
Come on, get to this story, bro.
Yeah.
I've been waiting like 3 days for this, bro.
It's driving you crazy.
Yes, actually, it
You're
has.
going to be disappointed because there's really not much to it.
Oh my
Anyway.
God. Anyways, continue.
Anyway. Come out of the elevator. I can't see who they are. I flip my helmet up so I can see what the fuck I'm doing and not run into a wall. Flip my helmet up. X stands there. I found Jesse. Panic. Flip helmet back down. Forget all my lines. Watch them walk away and book it back into that elevator. I was like, I forgot everything I was gonna say. Bravo 6 going dark.
Yeah.
And booked it. And yeah, let's just say another meme was made around that with me wearing a welder's mask and the car meme. And yeah, it'll be up on our IG. I'll show you it. But yeah, so basically a little later on, I was briefing the guy in the elevator. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did a pretty good job. I edited that myself. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I could put a PNG or whatever it's called
Yeah, PNG.
of a welder's helmet over top of a plain picture. Yeah. Ooh, fancy editing skills. We're so low energy today.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that's gonna be the boringest podcast we've ever had.
I wouldn't say the most boring. I'm just.
But anyway, we're sitting there in between groups. I'm taking a drink of water and I'm briefing the elevator operator on who just came through and everything about that. I check my phone. I'm taking a drink of water. And I pull my phone out. Water here. Check my phone. Lift my phone up. Get it to recognize my face because with makeup it's a little hard.
Mm-hmm.
And recognize my face. Sees I have a Facebook notification. She messaged me on Facebook Messenger saying, hey. That's the first thing I say as I'm taking a drink of water. I spit my water all over myself and damn near all over the elevator operator. And he's like, what the hell just happened? And I was like, this just happened. And he was like, oh boy. And I was like, what do I even say to this? And I look at him and I go, no feels like a good response, right? And he said, I'd say so. So I go, N-O, send. He goes, no what? I go, just J-U-S-T, N-O. Just no.
I would have just kept responding with no.
Just no. You got the shit out of her.
I would have, bruh. I would have egoed. That's just me though.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, because I was also shook. Because when they went through, she said, I listen to your podcast, by the way. And what's running through my head is, bitch, how? You're blocked on everything. How is that even possible? And that's what I told the elevator operator. I was like, how? Just how?
People are
Blocked on everything except for Facebook, because I didn't know how to block somebody on Facebook at the time that we broke up. Because I don't ever use Facebook, so I didn't need to know how to do that.
Why would you?
So that's how she could message me on Facebook Messenger. I forgot about that. That's why I was so fucking shook when I looked down and saw, hey, spit my fucking water out. Turns out she just wanted to know if we could be civil, and I'm like, I don't have a fucking problem with that. But anyway, regardless.
I have an ego, so I would have egoed her. I mean, I ego a lot of people, though. I don't actually have an ego. I have, like, a fake ego online. That's just funny.
Yeah.
But I just don't like answering people.
Yeah, no, I damn near shit myself. I'm not going to lie. I was not prepared for that. But also, it's still, like, unclear. How did you listen to the podcast? How? I mean, I know how you
Did
are
you
now.
ask?
No, why would I? You don't think I want to talk to her any more than I need to?
Damn, she's gonna watch this, bruh.
Yeah, she does. She does listen. I don't give a fuck, though.
Jesse is currently being cold-hearted as fuck. Just being a complete asshole. What's changed? Nothing. Ain't that crazy?
I've always been an asshole, though. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Exactly.
You haven't changed.
Surprise. 9 months, nothing changed. Just kidding. Everything changed.
Yep.
A dog just walked upstairs. Come here, boy. Come see the viewers. Luca. Come here, my guy.
Looks up at Antonio.
Luca, come here, boy. Come here, you big oaf. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be good. Come on, dude. I need full commitment from you right now. So, what do you have to say about me, about my ex? Anything? You matter. He did meet her. This is true. Hello.
Sniffs your ear.
He's not very talkative. It's a touchy subject. I don't bring a lot of people to come visit you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Except for these two fools, but only one of them can pet you.
He looks so sad,
I know.
bro.
So, anyway. Oh, boy.
He's getting comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm the most uncomfortable I've been in years. Ugh.
I still have that one video of him being on your chest when you're trying to get your phone out of your pocket.
That's a good video. Oh, yeah. But, no.
Was there anything else to this story?
No. I told you you'd be disappointed.
Motherfucker. I waited 3 days for that shit story?
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm actually pissed
What
at
did you expect?
I was expecting something like, you know, outlandishly fucking entertaining, but no. You come out with that shit storm. Like, what is that?
I don't know, man. I said what actually happened. I mean, I could exaggerate shit, but there's no fucking point.
Yeah, you said what actually happened. Like, I would have rather heard that. I don't even know. I don't even know what I would have rather heard.
We mysteriously hooked up. Her boyfriend shows up midway through it, beats my ass. I got 3 black eyes. Somehow I grew a 3rd eye in all of this. The dog's terrified. I don't know why the dog was there while we were having sex. We're in the middle of the parking lot. I don't know. We're at like Sheets or something. No regard. There's 3 cops around. We don't give a shit. Fuck that. I got a joint there too. I don't care. Anyway.
Well.
So we're cruising up. My boss rolls up. He says, hey, be safe. And if not, name it after me. Anyway.
What the fuck? But I thought.
Is that the shit you were expecting? Like,
I thought it was gonna be something like, I don't even know, something suspenseful. I guess. I don't know.
No, I just thought I spit my water all over face.
Oh, you gotta bleep that.
I can just message him and see if he's cool with it. But no, also I did want to mention, so apparently she went through the haunt, and I found out later that as she was going through, Charlie, my boy, who I've already okayed to use his name, Charlie's sick as fuck. He's way better at skating than me. Anyway, Charlie, who's in the room that I was in last year, and he's about my height, only he's still got long, dark, curly hair that I could have too. Anyway, touchy subject. It still hurts. The pain's still fresh. The scars haven't healed.
You mean your hair has
My hair hasn't grown back yet. Anyway, so she apparently went up, looked up under Charlie's bangs, and was like, "Jesse?" Because she thought he was me. So she gets out of the haunt. That's why she said, "Oh, now I found Jesse," when she saw me. Because she thought Charlie was me. She's also informed me that now she will avoid direct eye contact with Charlie at all times.
Why?
I mean, wouldn't you if you mistook some girl for your ex?
Not if he was tall.
Wait, your ex isn't a he? Hold up. Oh, we
Not
got
what I was
juicy
saying.
details.
Not what I was saying. But like, I've never like, I don't know how to explain. I've never seen a skinny, tall motherfucker like you.
Charlie's like me,
Ain't that crazy?
but he's taller than me.
He's taller than you.
Yeah, it makes me hella uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Now you know
And he's
how
got
I
better
feel.
hair than me now too.
Now you know how I feel.
And I mean, this is a given. He's way better at skating than me, but I've only been skating for like a year and a half, so that's to be expected. But no, so she gets out of the haunt and is talking to my boss.
Did you hear Antonio?
No, what did he say? What did he say?
Keep going, Jesse.
No, what did you say?
Say anything.
Then what'd you do? Oh.
I typed it in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I heard him. I'm like,
No, I was too invested in this part of the story. So, later on in the night, one of the runners comes through, and he's like, "Do you need any water?" I'm like, "No." I was like, "So my ex went through." He was like, "Oh yeah, I heard." I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Something said outside." He was like, "I don't know, man. All I heard was that she wanted to kick you in the balls." And I'm like, "Huh?" So, apparently she went up to Chris at the end of the night and said something along the lines of mistaking me for Charlie or some shit. I don't even know. But Chris was like, I mean, I'll hold him down if you want to kick him in the balls, because that's how Chris is.
yeah.
Which made me crack up, and it was even funnier when me and like the elevator operator got out of the haunt at the end of the night, and we walked up to Chris, and I was like, "So I hear somebody wants to kick me in the balls." And he was like, "Yeah, I said I'd hold you down." And I was like, "Yeah, I heard that too. That's fucked up." But yeah, no, like that's the extent of the story. I shit you not. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I feel like you'd be even more disappointed if there like something outlandish happened.
Depends what it was.
I mean, it might be juicy content, but either way, if it was, I wouldn't be talking about it on the podcast now, would I? Because she listens. Exactly. So anyway,
And like
as I was saying, my dick was in a butt. I don't know, man. Cop rolled up. I don't know. Did what I gotta do. Fucked the cop too. Got out of the charges. We're good.
Okay.
I've watched The Exorcist 143 times. Every time I do, it gets funnier and funnier. I think I just misquoted Beetlejuice. Everyone who wants Beetlejuice is gonna like come out my neck.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched that movie in forever. I love Michael Keaton.
Now, what's your next? Didn't you have something else?
No, that was literally it. Like that's the extent of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very disappointed.
I'm sorry to what did you expect?
I don't know. The story that you told.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
I like the over-exaggerated story better.
It was pretty good, wasn't it? I was just spitballing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you expected, man. Like,
I don't know, but that was
also,
gonna be more interesting, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, it wasn't very interesting at all. But I just wanted to talk about the fact that there's a new meme, and that I spit water all over my fucking self and damn near all over the elevator operator. Because of course I had to check my phone while I was taking my drink. Oh no! There was another message that was sent because she felt the need to tell me that she drives the same car as me. So my response was, just don't key mine, because me and the elevator operator thought that would be an appropriate response to that.
Huh. Well then.
I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Took it a little too seriously, though. So anyway.
Yeah, I would have egoed him. That's all I'm saying. I would have egoed.
I'm pretty sure I did later on. I just started leaving people on red. That's what I do. Take the hint.
No,
Anyway.
I would have left people. People, I don't give a fuck. I'll leave you undelivered.
So speaking of Demon House, here's the thing. Before we open, there's a lot of downtime for actors. So we just fuck around a whole lot. And somehow, in some conversation, spiders getting into panties came up. Because some actor was talking about his roommate screaming, and he expected to come in, and it turned out there was a spider in the bra, and he needed to kill it. Anyway, idea is, I said, well, at least it wasn't a spider in the panties, because that would have been a lot worse than a spider in the bra. I mean, personally, I'd take spider in the bra over spider in the panties if I was a female, any day. But, so then we got even more off topic, and we're like, hey, do spiders have penises? So here's our weird fact for the day. Spiders do have sexually reproductive organs. They're called pulpobulbas, and that is how they reproduce.
You know, I also saw something about this, but I also heard that spiders just like come in a sack and then throw it into the female's vagina. That's all I heard. Literally, what was it? I was watching YouTube.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to look up. Fuck me. I looked up spider penis, expecting the same article that I read before to come up, and instead of pulled up spider penises, I did not need to know. Nope. Anyway. Jesus, that's scarring. I'm never gonna unsee that, unfortunately. That's living rent free in my head for the rest of the days. Now I kind of want to die, but anyway. Moving on. I'm just gonna keep trucking. We're not stopping for anything. But yeah, that's what their sexually reproductive organs are called. And yeah, that just came up in casual
I
conversation.
feel like every episode you drop your fucking phone.
I do. I feel like every episode you throw your phone. Or say some dumbass shit that we have to cut out because you're fucking out of pocket.
I haven't yet, I don't think.
No. Because we're both
Just
low energy
wait.
and we didn't sleep. Just wait, dude. I think this episode's almost over. Now I'm vibrating. Hey, are you coming to the picnic? No, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Answer phone in the middle of podcast.
Yep.
My phone has been going
I'm not
off.
egoing my mother. I'm sorry.
I would.
You'd ego my mom?
No, I would ego my mom.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Mom.
I wouldn't ego your mom.
You know, I really don't like the one day you walked up and you're like, yo, you know, Gabe, I've never had a friend that had a mom as a MILF. this motherfucker was just like, Gabe, your mom's a MILF. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't need to know this.
You live with her. I feel like you already do.
I look at her as my mother.
Well, I would hope so.
Well, yeah. So why the fuck would I think she's a MILF?
You remember at high school lunch table
Yeah.
how fuck? Oh, we're gonna need to bleep both those names. Their running joke was that my mom had big old titties and then she was a MILF. You remember that? Kept telling him, and he was like, He was like, does she really? Like, got so excited. He's like, does she really? Does she really have big? I was like, I gotta meet your mom. No, fuck you, assholes.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with us?
So much. I also would like to cover, the idea is that, when you come through Demon House, if I know you, I am gonna fuck with you hardcore. Your brother, Raven, who we had on for episode 2, came through with his friend, and they let me know they were coming through beforehand, so I already knew. Of course, I was in the elevator that night, and the elevator just happened to break down before they got there. Like, actually wouldn't operate. So I was just improvising everything. They walk in. I slap my arm around Raven. I'm like, all right, listen. So you all are going to need a sacrifice where you're going, and I personally recommend you name this one the sacrifice because he's kind of an asshole. And I start spewing my lines and everything. Midway through, somebody in his group is trying to look up underneath my welder's mask, and I'm like, hey, is she trying to look under the mask, or is she trying to look at something else? And he's like, I don't know, but I'm concerned. I mean, I was too. I wasn't sure what was happening. I'm like, I'm wearing a jumpsuit. You can't see nothing anyway. But I would never say that to a group that I didn't know. I really only fuck with groups that I know personally. And I'd be saying the most out-of-pocket shit to groups that I know. Because I don't give a fuck. That's just how it is. So we took a slight break, and now there's a dog again, so don't feel... If you're watching the video version, she just teleported onto the couch randomly. That's why. I don't have Gabe's attention at all, but...
I'm listening.
Cora might have something to add to the story. Who knows? Nope, she's out of here. She said, you guys aren't funny. You're unentertaining. Nobody likes you. That's why nobody answers your Q&As. And I'm out.
Ain't that the truth?
People just hate us. It's fine. It's whatever, man.
I'd hate me too. It's like I'd still do.
I love me. Which reminds me, last night on the drive here.
Oh, yeah.
We're listening to Miserable at Best by Mayday Parade. And I go, I should call her. So I go, I press my voice thing on my car, and I go, hey Siri, call my ex. And Siri goes, you would like to call Jesse Puglin, and starts dialing my own phone numbers. Like, she's like, confirm call, so I can hit confirm call, and it's like, this option is unsupported.
Yeah.
And just dropped.
That's nice.
This option is unsupported. That was pretty funny. Oh yeah, also last night on the way here, I'll post this video on Instagram, but we're driving. We're not even 3 blocks down from your house.
Yeah.
And something scurries across the road, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm like freaking out and shit. And I was like, it's got fucking 8 legs.
Because that's what it looked like.
It did. It looked like a giant fucking centipede looking thing. Turns out it was 3 baby raccoons all walking in unison, like they were one interconnected thing, and they run under this mailbox, and I stop in the middle of Main Street, and I'm like, there's fucking raccoons. I roll my window down, and I'm like, what are you doing out here? It's past your curfew.
Mind you, this man is trying to record a video.
And I'm like, it's on my face still. It won't get off my face.
And then what he did was he ended up clicking out of it, going back in it, and realizing it's still on his face.
And then the raccoons were gone.
And
And I
it
was
was
sad.
funny.
And then we went to Sheets, and after we left Sheets, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? Because there's something crossing the road again.
It was a
And then I
black
was
cat.
like, yo, it's fucking looking at me. It's fucking looking at me. The motherfucker. As soon as I said, yo, what the fuck is that? It looked
At
right
you.
at me directly. And I was like, yo, what do they say about black cats? Never cross them. Well, shit, man. So I rolled down my window, and I was like, get off the street, pussy.
There's also, I don't know what was it last night about animals with us, bro.
Dude, there had to be 30 deer that we saw on the way.
Yeah.
On the way here,
I don't know why.
had to be 30. And then we drive through this patch of thick ass fog, and Gabe's like, "Oh, I'm kind of scared."
I did not
So-
say that. I said, bro, this shit's sketchy.
Yeah, so I go, "Hey Siri, play Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim."
I fucking hate that song, bro.
And she did, and he's like, "I don't like this at all."
Oh my god.
Good times. Anyway, so
There's
we're gonna-
also at one point, I don't remember what you're yelling at a deer. I think at one point.
yeah, I rolled down the window and I said, "You better get off the road, Sonny, otherwise you're gonna end up dinner."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I sped off.
That shit was funny too.
Yeah, no, cause I remember I drove past those deer and they were like way off to the side, and then they see me slow down and they all booked it.
Yeah.
I was like, they thought it was a drive-by.
Yeah.
No, so dumb things you hear as a hunt actor. This one is dumb things I heard from my boss being a hunt actor. So radio etiquette is what this one is titled. So because that's how the hunt runs, we have the radio in when we go to the bathroom so that somebody can cover our spot. So it was toward the end of the night, this one night, and I radio and I'm like, "Hey, this is Jesse in Asylum. I gotta take a squirt," is what I said.
Wait, I think I've heard this one before.
Yeah. So one of my bosses comes over the radio. She goes, "There's only 2 groups left. You could take a squirt after these 2 groups." Okay, so I left the radio on because I wasn't sure if that was the end of it. And I wanted to hear if there was going to be any radio chatter about the groups, where they were or whatever. And I go, "Okay." And then there's silence. Then Chris comes on. "Don't you dare take a squirt in my haunted house." So my response, as any logical decision would be, is, "Don't make me piss on the doctor in Asylum." And then it's just silence for about, I want to say, roughly a minute. And then he comes back and goes, "That's just too far." Then another runner, she comes on and goes, "Well, now we know why the fog machine in the doctor room isn't working." I said, and so I logically say, "Well, there's a bedpan upstairs in the Zelda room that I could use." More silence. "Jesse, keep your dick out of that bedpan." Boom, radio cuts. That's it. I'm like, I just have to pee, man. I've had to pee since 9 o'clock. It's 12:45 now. I really gotta go.
That shit was funny.
Just, Jesse, keep your dick out of the bedpan. So I want to make food after we're done recording this podcast, but me and Gabe, we have a history of being dumb as fuck when we make food, and
Or just in general.
yeah, I mean this is true, but so I don't even. Were we home alone that time? Yeah, we were. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
we were.
We had to text my mom. Home Alone. What were we watching? Were we watching It? I think we were watching It.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided we were going to make pizza. Now, here's the thing. Make the pizza, which one I had never done before. So that was first for me.
Oh, it was funny though.
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was like,
It was,
Gabe, you're fat. You can handle this, right? Those were my exact
Yeah.
words to you.
And it was so funny though. He literally didn't know how to use his own oven in his own house. I'm like, Jesse, bro, you live here. How have you never used this?
No, I know how you use the stove, not an oven. I don't fucking use the oven. I know how to cook eggs and omelets and shit like that. I'm a breakfast guy. I don't know how to fucking use the shit inside. I don't cook dinner. I cook breakfast. But no, so we make the pizza. We're a bunch of assholes. My kitchen has a giant sliding glass door that like just has a view of the woods
Mm-hmm.
at my parents' house. So obviously, after watching a horror movie, we're sketched out by that giant sliding glass door,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't find the pizza cutter anywhere to cut this goddamn pizza. I'm calling my mom. She's not picking up. I can't remember where she was at.
I
But
think she
just-
was at work.
not that late at night. She wouldn't have been at work.
It wasn't that late. I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was, dude. We were home alone all night that night.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking remember.
It was a long time ago. But if I can find the picture of this pizza, I will post it on Instagram. But so I go and make the logical decision that I just purchased a machete.
Not logical at all, by the way.
So I'm gonna cut the pizza with a fucking machete because we can't find the goddamn pizza cutter. So I get the machete out. My mom calls as I'm holding a fucking machete. And I'm like, hey, Mom. And she's like, hey, what'd you need? And I'm like, oh, nothing. Don't worry. I have a machete. Everything's handled. And she obviously, she's like, what? What is that even supposed to mean? I was like, oh, I couldn't find the pizza cutter. So she tells me where the pizza cutter's at. And I was like, but I kind of want to use the machete.
And I'm pretty sure what I said was, I was like, no.
No.
Don't do that.
So I give Gabe the pizza cutter. And I didn't cut the pizza with the machete. One of these days I will, though. I'm like, come on. Who wouldn't want to do that? Come on.
Yeah, and I proceed to cut the pizza down the middle.
This fucking asshole.
And I was just like, Jesse, you just want to split
His
it?
exact words were to me were, is this good or do you want me to cut it into smaller pieces? He sawed it in half. The pieces were, it was a whole side of the piece. I look at him and I go,
You animal.
I said, do you think I'm a fucking animal? Yeah, cut it into smaller pieces.
Mind you, I was also just frightened by the fact this motherfucker still had it at a machete.
Yeah, and I was about to fuck you up because you're over here like, do you want me to cut it into smaller pieces?
Well, I was just
Dude,
wondering.
you cut it in half.
Because,
At least cut it in 4.
well, no, like, I'm just used to doing that because of my brothers.
Oh, so y'all just eat it like it's a fucking watermelon or something?
Yeah.
You just hold it like a watermelon slice and you're like, by the crust, just
Yeah.
ASMR again. Fucking dumbass.
That shit was still funny.
Such a funny ass
I don't even remember. What grade were we in? Was that our
That
was
would've been senior year.
was that senior?
Yeah, that was kind of recent.
I don't know. I feel like it's more maybe junior. Maybe.
It might have been junior year. I don't even know, man. It was definitely like one of those two, though.
I don't know. Time flies, bro.
Damn straight. Only other thing I really had on the topic of discussion board is I did want to talk about. Sorry, just got a text from my mom again, so I was like, huh? I mean, I could talk about that. I wanted to talk about Hope for the Day, which is a nonprofit organization that I've now partnered with. Sort of partnered with. Nothing official for the podcast-wise, but I am now an agent of impact for them, which basically I'm fundraising for that organization, so I will put a link in the description to the fundraising page. Basically, Hope for the Day is a nonprofit organization based around getting people crisis resources for mental health. They are not a crisis resource themselves. They are not a hotline. They just base themselves on educating and trying to get the word out, because their idea is the more you talk about it, the less there's a stigma around it. And their motto is, it's okay not to be okay, which I've put out a lot recently in a lot of our posts. So if you were wondering why, that's why. I have it on bracelets they gave me. I'm trying to get more bracelets and postcards from them as well. The idea is, and anyone can sign up for this, you can go and you can attend their virtual online workshops to get educated on how to spot the signs and how to get people the help they need, how to talk to them about these things if you think somebody is struggling, and how to get them the help that they need. And the more people who know how to do this, the better, because there is a stigma around mental health. There always has been. And my reasoning for signing up for this, and once I heard about them and I met them at the concert that I went to, was because I've lost a friend to suicide, and I feel if there was more organizations out here that are educating people on how to spot the signs and how to help people with it, we would be like, the world would just be a better place. There wouldn't be as, like, suicide rates right now are at an all-time high, which is just terrible. So if you are interested in getting educated, go to it's on my bracelet, hftd.org. I didn't want to screw that one up like I screwed up Certified Lover Boy. I'm just not good with acronyms at all.
Apparently not.
CLP, Certified Lover Black.
Certified Lover Pussy.
God damn it. But yeah, hftd.org, and you can go to Get Educated, or you can also go to Find Help. And you can attend any of those workshops, and they basically just, it's like an online Zoom call, and they talk about peer-led discussion boards on how you can get the word out about the organization, how you can help people, basically. And I feel like that's really good to get out there. And I just want to talk about them real quick because I like what they're doing. And I think that the stigma around mental health needs to stop. And being as we talk about mental health damn near every episode about something involving mental health, I figured it would be appropriate for us to talk about their organization. With that being said, I think we covered just about everything we wanted to talk about this episode. I'm sorry that we were low energy this entire fucking episode. We're tired as fuck.
Yeah.
We have no food in our stomachs either.
That could be a big part of it too.
Yeah, we're just gonna go back to recording at nights. Don't y'all worry.
Yeah.
Early mornings really aren't working for us.
I mean, I'm a morning person, but if I don't got a lot of sleep,
Big takeaways from this episode. What do we got? What do we got? We're just gonna pull up the notes. We're cheating this time because usually we always forget what we talked about. So, bad haircuts. Takeaways. Make sure you tell your barber what you want exactly. Show them pictures. That's all I gotta say about that.
Pull out a photo album right in front of them.
Yeah. Concert recap. Takeaways. We got, apparently Jesse is into 30-year-old emo dilfs.
Mm-hmm.
Sand is a government conspiracy. Actually, the takeaway for this should be sand is not a government conspiracy theory. And if you think that, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry.
You're a dumbass.
He said it, not me. I'm sorry. Anyway. Also, fuck stigmas. And if you want to wear female clothing, fucking do it. If you're a guy and want to wear want to wear a skirt or female clothing, fucking do it. There should not be stigma around it. He fucking set his phone on the table again and just vibrated.
Sorry,
This guy's a fucking asshole. Fuck this guy. That's it. I'm starting to. You're gonna be the. That's it. Antonio's my new co-host. Get your ass over here, Antonio. We're filming the outro. So also, Jesse's ex story was uninteresting and a letdown to Gabe. That's a big takeaway.
So disappointed.
I'm sorry, man, dude.
I liked your other story better.
I don't think any of that made any sense at all.
It didn't. It reminds me of like the one guy on TikTok who tells like stupid ass stories. He's just like, I tried to take my fish for a walk, but he drowned. Yeah, like
that's kind of what it was like.
Yeah, that's what I was just like, damn, that's just funny.
Tried to take my ex back, but it turned out that she was a dog. I don't know, man. I don't know. So
yeah, things like that. But anyways, continue.
What else we got? New and old artists just need to fucking stop beefing and collab and get along, because otherwise there will always be a fucking divide. And rock will never be mainstream again. Also, if you come through Demon House and I know you, I am gonna fuck with you. And if you text me afterwards, I'll spit water on myself, I guess.
Apparently.
And yeah, so if you have to take a leak in a haunted house, don't. Also, please don't piss on the floor. Don't do that.
Also, don't let me cut your pizza.
Yeah, don't let Gabe cut pizza.
I inhaled when you did that, bro. That killed me.
Anyway, so we're the Bros for Life podcast. No, we don't really say that a lot, but I also did want to talk about, because somebody recently asked me, so why Bros for Life? Somebody at the on asked me.
No.
It's also a double meaning. So brothers for life, because we're never gonna not be friends.
Yeah,
and
true.
This guy's like a fucking brother to me. My mom likes him more than me, so he's basically her other son.
Yeah, true.
She said to me the other day, she was like, we were going on about how like I moved out and I flew the coop and she's sad because I'm her only son. And I was like, you have Gabe. I'm not your only son. But yeah, and then also we want you all to enjoy life and enjoy life for how it is. So we are brothers preaching for life. Like, go out and enjoy life. And if you're struggling with anything, get the help that you need, please. Because people out there love you, even if you think that you aren't loved. I guarantee it. And by the way, if you're listening, I love you all anyway, because you're listening to this. So
Yeah, true.
And if you've made it this far in this slow-ass episode,
Yeah,
if you made it to the X story, you were probably at least slightly entertained whenever I went off on a tangent about some random bullshit that never happened. But
shit was fun. At least in my opinion.
But yeah, so we are the Bros for Life podcast. I'm Jesse.
This is Gabe.
And see you next week, maybe, with a higher energy episode, hopefully, and possibly a guest. His fucking phone went off again. This fucking dick.
My bad. But anyways, peace.
Peace. Yeah, you got something to say to the people, Luca?
Antonio.
Hey, chill.
Antonio, you look kind of different. What happened to you? Ah, boy.
A blooper.
Anyway, so
Definitely a blooper.
I guess this is how we're.
Yo, Cora wants to get it.
Hi, I'm Jesse. There's a dog elbow in my dick, and we're listening to the B4L podcast.
What? Oh, talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to wax today, like the car.
Your vagina?
No, the car.
It's not as genuine the second time around. How? Hi, dude. You got something to say to the people? We're gonna like put speech to text over it.
I will murder you all.
Yeah.